The body reacts not so much to physical sound as to the interior sounds into which the physical sounds are translated. As mentioned in the last two sessions, it also reacts to sounds that have no physical counterparts. There are certain properties within the structure of the chromosomes that must be activated by specific internal sound values. If this activation does not take place, then the attributes latent within the chromosomes remain so. There are chains of influence that are actually composed of inner values of sound that thread together, as it were. The complicated interweavings of both the genes and chromosomes. I am taking this slowly to explain it as simply as possible. These sound values are literally interwoven in an electromagnetic pattern. The sounds weave themselves through and help form this pattern. The activity of cells within the body also causes what you might call minute explosions of interior sound. The electromagnetic and inner sound patterns are impinged upon by certain kinds of light. Together, these all form the prototype upon which and out of which the physical body is formed. Now, when you create a mental image in your mind, it is composed of the same properties just mentioned. A mental image, then, is also a pattern of internal sound with electromagnetic properties, imbued with certain light values. In a sense, and a very real one, the mental image is incipient matter. In any structure so composed, combining the electromagnetic sound and light values will automatically try to reproduce itself in physical existence or materialization. There is a definite connection then with the nature of such images and the way in which your body itself is composed. Electrons, atoms, and molecules all have their independent interior sound and light values. There are definite sounds produced when messages leap from your nerve ends. It is very difficult to explain some of this, but there is invisible light then and inaudible sound that affects your body and helps form the pattern about which it constantly emerges. The body is obviously continually created during your present lifetime, in your terms. It is not a mechanism once created, then left to fend for itself. You are not given a certain amount of life force at birth that you use up as you go along, contrary to many schools of thought. The atoms and molecules within you are quite literally dying and being completely replaced all the time. You are being created physically each instant. Period. The body reacts to exterior sounds and to the stimuli brought to it by physical senses. These patterns of reaction can be clearly shown. They are all that is presently observable, however, of far greater interactions that also occur. The atoms and molecules that compose your cells and your flesh, for instance, do not react to the physical sounds that you hear or to the light patterns that your physical eyes perceive. In times of danger, your entire body must be able to move swiftly. The hormonal system must react with great rapidity, sometimes completely changing the balance of a moment earlier. The muscles must be immediately alert, and the entire body flexible enough to respond as a whole. This includes every organ and the most minute portion. Say you are in the middle of a street and suddenly a car is about to hit you. It has come seemingly from nowhere. The cells that compose your intestines, your heart, your muscles, obviously do not see the car as you do. Yet, the whole system must be instantly activated, and the data you perceive must be translated in terms that will energize every portion of your body. This is done by translating exterior stimuli into interior stimuli. But the physical carriers of the data are all that scientists or physicians have been able to follow thus far. The greater interactions have not been perceived, and the true story of the decoding of such messages has not been understood. This marks the end of Seth Speaks, Chapter 5, The Nature of Personal Reality, and this is our Part 6. Let's talk about it. So, here Seth explains how the body reacts not only to physical sounds, but also to internal sounds that activate specific properties within chromosomes. These internal sound values intertwine with electromagnetic patterns literally form the prototype upon which the physical body is built. Mental images, composed of similar properties, have the potential to materialize. The body is continually created and reacts to exterior stimuli, yet the greater interactions involving invisible light and inaudible sound remain largely unperceived. Seth emphasizes the constant creation and replacement of atoms and molecules within the body, challenging the notion of a fixed life force given at birth. The body's swift reaction to danger involves translating exterior stimuli into interior stimuli, activating the entire system instantaneously. However, the true decoding of these messages remains elusive to science. If you've enjoyed this reading, please consider giving it a like, sharing with a friend, and of course, subscribing for more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any videos in this series or the others. What did you think about this passage? I know this one was a bit complicated, but it will get clearer as we go on. Please leave it in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching and thank you for listening. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged, and until the next time, thank you.